Banks, one of the leading financial institutions to encourage savings and also to grant loans to the needy businessmen, personal loans, all loans. Now the central government, the banking sector has suffered a severe blow of non-performing assets in the last years. Now the banking institutions are coming out of the issue of non-performing assets and becoming strong year after year by reducing the net non-performing assets and improving the performance and showing better results for the shareholder. Better results. Now the central government wants to make the banking institutions strong before making the banking institutions before prioritizing the banking institutions. Now, at present, the Central Bank of India and Indian Overseas Bank have been shortlisted by Niti Aayog for the purpose of privatization. The strategy is to strengthen the balance sheet of these financial institutions, banks, in order to generate potential investors' interest. Generally, investors will show to invest in the profitable institutions, and to attract the investors, the government wants to convert these banks as profitable institutions, so that the better price can be achieved, better price can be received, encouraged from the investors, attracted from the investors. Most of the state-run lenders, most of the state-run bankers have plans to raise capital on their own strength. So there is no present need to make provision in the union budget. The government has not made any provision for bank capitalization during the budget for the year 22-23. Means banking and financial institutions are strong enough to attract the private investments. The government need not make any provision to contribute to strengthen the capital of the banking institutions. Prompt corrective action, that is PCA, the government will retain 26% stake in the banks identified to be privatized. Means the balance 74% will be offered to the public for investments. Automatically, the management also will be shifted from the government administration to private administration to make those profitable. We have seen the success stories of Axis Bank, HDFC, ICICI Bank, which were earlier started as government undertakings, later on converted as private institutions. Those institutions became the most strongest banking institutions in the private sector. Government has not made any proposal in the budget to receive the disinvestment, any receipts from disinvestment of government stake in public sector banks, finance institutions, and lowered the disinvestment target to 65,000 crore. This is one of the success story of banking institutions. Now the banks can survive without the central government support, can attract funds, investments from private sector, private investors without the help of the central government. Also, the central government is planning to reduce its shareholding, to limit its shareholding to 26%, so that the control and management will be shifted to the private management, and also the majority of the shareholding will be held by the private investors, and that will make these banking institutions, especially the two going to privatized banks, Central Bank of India and Indian Overseas Bank, will be able to attract investments because of their better performance in the last 2 years, so that without without less with less provision for non-performing assets.